Hi guys, I'm here to present my book called Wonder, and I recently finished it, so let's get right into it. So these are the main characters in the book: August, his sister Via, August's mom, Jack, Summer, and Julian. So basically August is the main character, and he was born with the disease, so his face is different. Like, his face is down to where his nose should be. He wears hearing aids and stuff. So yeah, so basically the summary of the story is, it starts off as August being a kid at home. He's treated normal at home, and then he hasn't been to school yet. His mom has homeschooled him, and basically after a couple of years homeschooling him, he is now in the 5th grade, and his mom was secretly talking to one of his old friends, August's old friend's mom, and he overheard them saying that he's going to start school. And at first he was really scared, and they said it was up to him, but his mom really wanted him to go because he think he'd have like a great time there. And so basically, the first day of school comes, everybody seems nice. He becomes friends with this kid Jack, and basically a week before school, the principal called the most nice, so basically he called like the nicest kids from last year, called their teachers and asked them, and supposedly Julian, Jack, and Charlotte, they were the 3 to help guide him around the school and to help be friends with him. And then the first day of school, August started talking to Jack. August was really nervous. He tried not to show his face, but yeah. And another thing I should point out, in this book, they come from different perspectives, so it puts like, so the first character is August, and then they'd switch over to his sister Via and her perspective of what's going on. So that's another cool thing about this book. But basically, August and Julian started talking, and turns out to be Jack actually really liked August for his personality. He wasn't just friends with him just because the principal said he really liked him. And then comes lunch there. Jack doesn't sit next to him, but this girl named Summer, she was part of a really popular group in the book, and she decided to sit next to August because she felt bad for him. August sat at a table with no one else there, and then the girl named Summer came over, and they started talking, and they made it like the Summer name table because basically all the names in the seasons of summer, since her name was Summer and Summer's in August, they made a basically a name for that table. And then next comes a Halloween party. Summer and August are really close friends by this time, and they go to each other's houses to study on their Egyptian project. And comes the day the Halloween party at school comes. August was going to be Boba Fett from off Star Wars, but then he changed last minute to his bloody scream mask that pumps blood from the mask. And he sees Jack because Jack told him what costume he was going to wear. And so basically what happened was, he overheard Jack and a couple of his other friends, Jack and Julian, were talking about August, and August was sad about what he heard. He just felt so sad to the point where he wanted to throw up because he really thought Jack was his friend. Then comes the next day. August doesn't want to go to school. He faked his own sickness. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. He faked his sickness. He didn't want to go to school, and then his mom believed him, but his sister asked him what's up. him and his sister are really close. They have a really close relationship in this book, and his sister always knows when he's lying. So he asked her. He told him that she wouldn't tell anyone. So August told her that whole story about him overhearing Jack, because Jack was expecting Boba Fett, not the Bleeding Scream costume, and he didn't know. He wasn't going to say it in front of the Boba Fett costume because he knew that was August, but he didn't know August was coming in the Bloody Scream mask. So after that, August said he wanted to quit school, and then basically the girl at the beginning, Charlotte, talk. So it switches point of view. It switches back to, it switches to Jack, and Jack is curious. He doesn't remember anything, and then he asks Summer, because he knows that Summer and August are really close friends. He asks Summer about if he knew what was going on with August, trying to ignore or try to see Jack anywhere, and she said she knew, but she wasn't going to tell him because she made a promise, and and then Jack said, "Can you at least give me a hint?" Summer gave him a hint: Bloody Scream costume, and he remembered right then. And then he noticed that what he did was super wrong, and basically went to this point where they're texting over Facebook, and he apologized to August, and August accepted it because he knew he was just with a bunch of jerks like Julian, and Julian was one of the bullies towards him, and Justin helps August to be motivated to go back to school. And then basically they become friends again, and then if I say too much, I'll give the book away, and all the people that want to watch it, I don't want to give it away for you guys, so I'm just going to skip the ending. But basically, if you stop at one chapter, it makes you want to read the next one the next day, which is good. Okay. So something I learned from this book was, don't judge anyone if they seem different from you, because they could be a great friend. Like an example from the book, people judged August because he looked different, and people didn't know who he was in the inside. So my point is that you should never judge someone based on what you think. And as you can see, the picture here is like a little phrase you should remember. Why I chose this book. I chose this book because it had an interesting cover, and actually when I read the back, it seemed like a different book. Actually you have to open the front cover of the book, and it will tell you what August, like the preview, and it says he was born with a facial deformity. So he had a lot of surgeries done to him in like his first 4 years of living and stuff. Okay. Why would I recommend this book? I would recommend this book from anybody from 6 years old and up, because it teaches you a lesson not to judge someone based off what you think about them, because in this book I learned a big lesson: never judge somebody. So yeah, this was a great book, and you learn a lesson from it, a lifetime lesson that will stick with you for a while. So yeah, thanks.